lining up now for the final in the Thunderbike class. Well, we've seen some really interesting racing involving John Bell, Ross Herod and Kai Fort, and those riders had the first choices of starting positions for this final because Mike Hill actually missed the time allowance for the last of his heat races. And after winning his opening 2 rides, I suppose in a sense remains undefeated, but after a non-scoring ride in round number 3, he did still manage to sneak onto the front row because the other riders had nicked points from one another, and thanks to his 30 points from his opening 2 rides. So the favourites, John Bell, Ross Herod, Kai Fort and Mike Hill, all of whom have been heat winners here today, and line up off the front row. Hill has the unfavourable inside start position on that front row. And it's John Bell who'll be the favourite after brilliantly taking a race victory ahead of Kai Fort last time out. Underway with the A final, the first final of the season in the Thunderbike class. It's John Bell on the inside, Ross Herod on the outside, dicing for the race lead as they come down the back straight. Separate race for 4th position, Kai Fort trying to filter his way through. He's lost pace as this event has gone on, but started strongly earlier on here today. 5th position behind him, it's Jeff Kane. Around the outside of him comes Guy Sutherland, and that's a position change. Sutherland coming through then for 5th place. Battle on for 2nd position as well, as Gary Inman further back now tries to make the pain even worse for Jeff Kane. Herod on the inside of Mike Hill, down into turns 1 and 2. Hill has worked through to get the better of Ross Herod, and Herod locks it up slightly coming off the 2nd bend. So the focus now on that battle for 5th, 6th and 7th positions, because the top 4 have shaken down more or less where you might have expected. 5th place with Jeff Kane ahead of Guy Sutherland, the number 97, and Gary Inman, the number 13. 3 riders closely packed together. And that's the number 88 of Jamie Courtney on their tail as well, trying to get into the action. Paul Sheldon 2 positions behind him. There is an absolute pack from 5th position down. Jeff Kane starting to break away from that pack now. Guy Sutherland being left slightly, coming off turn number 2. Courtney looking to the outside of Inman, who moves the block. The front 4, as I said, have opened up gaps between them now. Still Ross Herod trying to find a way back onto the tail of Mike Hill, but Mike Hill then getting out of shape coming off turn 2, almost into the safety fence down the back straight. That's going to make it a little bit easier for Ross Herod. But, well, they don't look like really overtaking one another at this stage. And Kai Fort, who was the form man early on here this afternoon, one of the round 2 heat winners, has been unable to do too much in the final here and looks set to take 4th position. Ross Herod holding on ahead of Mike Hill, having come through, coming off turn number 4. Fort again going way too wide on turns 1 and 2. Still further back, the race on between Jamie Courtney and Gary Inman, and Courtney comes around the outside of Inman. That's to take 7th place away. Herod holding on in the run down to the line. It's going to be Mike Hill, who recovers from the 4th seeding position to the final to get back onto the podium. But after starting with 2 consecutive race wins, he'll be frustrated to have missed out on his 3rd appearance of the day, because that cost him in terms of seeding position to the final, cost him in terms of starting position in the final. And, well, it was John Bell who made the far better start. And Bell away from there to a start-to-finish victory ahead of Ross Herod in 2nd place. And Mike Hill does complete the podium.